Macca's Guides.
Hey everyone, Mac here, playing Payday 2. This is the Shoot the Glass video achievement / trophy guide, and this one takes place on Mall Crasher. I'm doing it solo with bots, and of course, to make my life easier, I am playing on normal difficulty. Now, it is quite important that you make sure that you take an ammo bag with you and not a health pack or anything else. The ammo bag will help you quite a bit. It also helps if you have the Dominator skill, although it's not completely necessary. Now, what I do recommend is that you walk into this first area and outside and make sure you cuff everybody. This basically buys you about 1.5 to 2 minutes to get this whole first floor done without any alarms or any police officers being called. Now, watch exactly where I go. There's 3 little windows. The door, the one connecting the door, and then beside the door. Those are 3 windows. Make sure to get them all, and make sure to look up and get these windows. Now, I'm actually going to miss a window, and I'll get back to it and show you exactly what it is. So once I get all those major windows, make sure you come back to this entrance and you shoot up in there, and make sure you shoot the little bar above the doors. Some of the glass is really hard to see, so keep that in mind. Now, you don't need to get all 100% of the glass. There's some glass that doesn't count towards this achievement, and basically the only glass that really doesn't count is the glass on the railings. As you see at the top of the escalator, there's a little piece of glass that kind of acts like a railing, and that doesn't really count. But everything else pretty much counts, and the reason you're doing this with AI is because you're just going to try to let the AI kind of take care of the enemies as you're going from window to window. Now, here's where basically it's almost impossible to not be seen. I mean, I tried to dominate and tell these people to get down and buy as much time as I can, but there's just so many people on this second floor that it's basically impossible. But for my tactic, at least, to conserve ammo and also make it go as fast and flawlessly and efficiently as possible, it helps you keep track of windows the best. What I like to do is, once the police are finally called in here, which is very shortly, what you want to do is you want to melee the side window, melee the 2 doors, and then melee the next side window. If it's a corner store, it'll have an extra 2 doors and 2 windows. And then after you do that, go inside the store and shoot out the top windows above the main windows. Now, I like to do it from inside the store because you're basically guaranteeing that police won't really get in the way here and won't shoot you. And then just move either clockwise or counterclockwise. I like to move counterclockwise around for whatever reason. And as you can see, I'm almost 3 minutes in and the police just got called. So bam, this is the pattern I follow around the entire area. Now, I don't know if I'll be following through with you guys for the entire video because there's not really a point. As you see, I start off with the pistol because it's silenced and it's the easiest to aim, and I move on a little bit to like bigger and better weapons. Also, keep in mind that you can get down and your AI will get you up, and also you can conserve ammo by mailing as much as you can and stuff like that. So as you see, counterclockwise motion, going through the level doors with me and the windows, and then shooting out the top. Now, it is worth noting that the doors take 2 melees, whereas the windows just take 1 melee. And if for whatever reason some cops shoot out the doors or windows for you while they're aiming at you inside the store, that also counts and is not a problem. As long as the window's gone, that's fine. Now, it can be a little bit hard to tell because some of the windows are kind of clear and there's a few tricky windows. Now, all of these that I'm getting right now aren't too tricky. There is a tricky one coming up right here. That's with the ATM. You have this tiny side panel, the 2 doors, another tiny side panel, and then 3 tiny windows right there. 1, 2, 3. Those 3 windows are a little tricky, and I got everything, and obviously it's best to just double check everything before you move on. Now, as you see, I've encountered, I believe, what? 1 security guard, not a single police officer, and I'm already 4 minutes in, which is why you want to really dominate people at the beginning and tie up hostages. It really helps you out because it takes a lot longer for those cops to get to you. Now, as you see, I'm conserving quite a bit of ammo here with my pistol. I mean, I've barely used my ammo, and I'm already like a good almost halfway through the mall. Now, the ones I want to really point out to you guys here, 1 second after I shoot that out, is that right there. You want to shoot all the way around. Now, there's maybe probably around 20 of those, and you know, they're at all different angles. You can't really shoot them all from one area, so I like to just kind of bunker myself in a little area and then shoot out as much as I can, and then don't forget about them either. Now, those are probably the most easily forgotten ones, those right there, as well as the roof. Now, if there are SWAT teams that enter through the roof, they will kind of clear it out themselves, but it's important to make sure to get the entire roof. So as you see me here, it's probably best to just use your assault rifle and pray and spray. You got to make sure there's 6 panels total in each roof, and there's 2 roof areas, so basically that is a total of 12 panels, 4 side ones and 2 front and back. And keep in mind the graphics can be a little bit low res at times in this game, so it can be a little bit difficult to actually see whether or not you took out a window. So again, it's really good to double check. And I actually think, looking back on this video, there is a small chance that I might have missed a window. But you can always just go back around, and or one of the police will take it out for you, and that's not a problem. So just make sure you go all the way around and take a double look at everything. So here, there was the repair store, and like, as you see, some of these will already be shot out before I even get to them. You'll see exactly what I mean later. And it is sometimes really, really hard to see whether or not I shot something or hit something down. That's just, you'll have to use the audio cue to make sure that you knocked it down by hearing the glass shatter. Now, one very, very important area right here, that's a window. These 2 doors do not have windows. There is 1 window there, and then 3 windows up here in the top. You have to get those. Even though there's not a store in there, they will count. Now, these 2 are a little bit hard just because their placement, it can be hard to get in the store. But look at this, guys. I'm at almost 6-7 minutes, and I have basically shot down, what, like 3 cops? So make sure you get those hostages at the beginning. It makes your life a hell of a lot easier. Now, there are some snipers aiming at me, which is why you want to stick indoors. You can take them out or you can leave them. It doesn't really matter. I'm not even sure what I did. And you'll see me kind of scanning around to make sure I got all of these. And as I said, these are definitely the most easily forgettable. And I'm just going to make my way in a counterclockwise motion, and I'm actually going to get the achievement in about a minute. I'll just follow along with you guys through here with the commentary. Another very, very, very important thing. I actually screwed up twice doing this. Once you cause a certain amount of damage, you can actually just finish the level by walking on that little bridge right in front of me. And one time I ran across that bridge just to see if one of the windows was broken for sure, and I actually ended the mission, and it happened to me twice in a row, basically like a minute before finishing. So make sure you don't set foot on that bridge by accident. So now I'm just going to shoot out the remainder of these little windows, and I basically unlocked the achievement in about a minute here. Obviously I double checked these just because, you know, you always want to be sure, especially when you do stuff like reload in between and whatnot. So I did drop the ammo bag, which I needed because I was basically out of ammo for both my major weapons. And I mean, if you're very, very, very efficient and you pick up all the ammo off of the guards, you can do it without the ammo bag, but really it's 1 skill point and it'll help you a lot for this achievement. So I got all these windows, and then I believe this is my last store. And you don't see me do this. So all of these windows are already broken because of these police officers, and I haven't been to this store. And you won't see me after I unlock the achievement because I did do it on Steam and whatnot. But I did do a whole sweep around the entire mall and ran around for like 10 minutes to double check that I got all the windows and everything was completely broken. There it is. That's my last window. Achievement unlocked. Hopefully it goes as smoothly for you as it did for me. Just make sure you check all the little nooks and crannies, all the little top windows, side windows, roofs, and all that jazz, especially the ATM machine and the front windows. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. As always, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.